And I'm on the spotlight here, right?
Yes.
Awesome. Awesome. So cool. Let me double check that YouTube again. You can see I'm kind of trapped in a snow globe here. And well, all right, there we go. It's working. I've got it over here. Sweet. All right. We're getting better and better at learning this whole YouTube Zoom kind of relationship. And I think we're doing pretty good with it. I don't know. You can tell me if you're watching on YouTube. Let me know how we're doing on there. You might realize that things are getting a little bit better. And wow, you might have realized it just got a little bit louder too, because switched over to the hat mic. And so we got the hat mic going. We got Sandy joining us. We're going to have a fun workout today. We got a nice small group today, which is great because, again, we are the dedicated teammates. We're our group of friends that we know are always thinking about exercise and fitness and being a part of that team. And just like yesterday at Waves for All, we had such a fantastic group of folks that came out to the beach. And again, just super dedicated to trying to be their best. And I'll tell you what, we had some amazing moments, especially with our buddy Liam, who I don't know if you've seen Liam yet on some of those YouTube videos from Austin, but Liam had an incredible day and he is now surfing independently on his own in the ocean. He can do it and he's learned everything he needed to learn to achieve that goal. And that's what exercise is all about. It's all about starting and thinking where you want to be, just like this guy right here. I wonder where he wants to go. He's probably wanting to go up. And so he wants to go up the mountain and then he'll use those skills to get back down the mountain. So again, I'm trapped in a snow globe. Let's get ready for our workout. We got to have our water. Let's make part of our workout today to drink an exceptional amount of water. I have in this glass, I have 24 ounces of water. I'm going to make it my goal to drink all of this during the workout. You might have a big glass or like a big like thermos style container of water. Let's try to put down a lot of water during this workout. That's going to really help us to be our best. All right. And I was just about to ask if Nick maybe would want to do the breathing or anybody out there. So Nick, you said it in the chat room, you got it. And remember, you know how I work as a coach. If you want to be a team leader and step it on up, you can do that. Just let us know in the chat room. And there's Nick coming up right here. We got producer Ben. We got other team leaders like Bobby's on here. David's on here. We got the fire tablets and everybody's I'm so excited. I hope you had a great holiday, getting ready for a great new year and maybe thinking about those fitness goals, maybe also getting to use some of that new fitness equipment. Maybe if you got something like that for the holiday. How you doing?
I got a Padres.
I'm doing good. I'm so happy at the New Year.
What's that, Ben?
We were all the way over.
Hold on, Nick. I was telling John, I got a Padres dry fit materials shirt that my cousin gave me.
Oh, nice, man.
I'll show it off one time.
You got to wear that. Yeah, we got to make it a trend. All right, you ready?
Go ahead, Nick.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and breathe in the dirt. Breathe out the bad. Breathe in the happy. And breathe out the bad. Breathe in your bed. And breathe out the wood. And breathe in your power. We do holiday dog foot and your dog foot.
Nice job, Nick. That was excellent, Nick. So proud of you, helping us through your leadership, getting yourself to achieve really great things this last year. And now, as you're thinking forward to next year, we got to start thinking goals. We got to start thinking about what are the things that not even maybe just our physical goals, but maybe mental goals, maybe goals of accomplishment, of achievement. And again, we want to start thinking about those now, start preparing for them, and then get ready for them in the future. Now, like I said today, we're going to have a great workout. We're going to be doing workout with some exercise fruit. We're also going to be doing a tissue challenge inside of this snow globe. We're going to see how many tissue catches we can make. And then we also have some wrapping paper here. We might do a wrapping paper workout
because there are some couple things you can do with old leftover wrapping paper. And you know what? If we're just trying to have some fun and kind of not always have the same thing going on and on all the time, we can sometimes get creative and use our number one muscle, our mind. We can get our mind sharp and we can have some fun making some things to do that. Let's start with our head circles. Again, I'm in this snow globe. I got to check this place out. I don't know how to get out of here, but I'm going to have to look around. So I'm going to start with my head. I'm going to bring my head all the way around, and I'm just going around the sides of this snow globe, bringing my head down over here to the side, looking up here at the snowmobile, the snow lift contraption there. Looking over here, we got the house. It's all decorated. Maybe somebody's home. Maybe they can tell me how to get out of this snow globe. I hope nobody shakes it up in here. And right now, we're just moving our head. So we're not shaking things up too much. We're just tucking our chin, moving our ear. Let's do one more each way. That'll feel real good. We're going up one way, and then we're going to bring it down, bring it around, and going up the other direction. Great. Now the next one, again, we got to keep looking around this snow globe. This is going to get our necks kind of loosened up, get our spine kind of tightened up and everything around here just ready for activity. So as I'm moving around through here, again, I'm not trying to force my left to right. I'm just trying to gently move my head over here to the right. Got my chin kind of going over to my shoulder over here, bringing my chin over and out of my left shoulder. Not quite touching the shoulder. You can see that's touching the shoulder. This is just moving it kind of over the top of the shoulder. And again, I'm not really forcing it. I'm not trying to strain my neck. This is only our second exercise. We want to do a couple exercises to kind of get ourselves loosened up, get ourselves into the kind of groove here. Let's do about 2 more of these. Let's have one more maybe going. For me, it's to the left. And now I'm going one more. And you can see I'm kind of holding it for about 3 seconds or so. And I'm just holding it there just to let these muscles relax. And now I can already start to feel a little bit of difference around my neck. I don't feel any difference anywhere else in my body, just really mostly in my neck. And that's what we want to do. The next one, I'm just going kind of in our traditional order, is going to be the down and up. So we're going to look down at the snow on the bottom of my snow globe. And then I'm going to bringing my head up high, and I'm lifting my chin up. And now you can just see the bottom of my chin and probably see my nose and my hat. That's okay. And then we're going to bring it on down, bringing that chin down again. And then I'm going to bring it up again, nice and high, bringing my head up high. I got the top of my hat. I'm trying to lift that up, get that up there as high as I can. And then I'm going to bring it back down. And then again, let's do maybe 2 more of these where we're going to bring our head up. We're holding it up for about 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, bringing it back down, tucking my chin. And then I'm bringing it back up, holding it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. All right. Like I said, every one of these, we're going to start to feel a little bit more. So now the next one's going to be, I know this is one of Nick's favorites. It's that giraffe neck. Oh, look, my buddy Todd's calling me right now. Sorry, Todd. You should I talk to Captain Todd right now? No, we'll wait. All right, here we go. So bringing that. Oh, Nick wanted to do ear lift. I ended up going giraffe neck. We're going ear lift for the final finale on our neck exercise. So remember, with the giraffe neck, we also have the opposite of the giraffe. That's that turtleneck. So we're bringing our head in, and I'm bringing my chin, trying to bring my chin all the way to the back of my neck. If I think about pulling it in, and then the opposite, like I'm trying to get this guy's feet, trying to reach my head up, and I'm not trying to reach up with my shoulders.
Like this, John, like move it back like that.
You got it, man. Absolutely. And try to extend it. You're going to feel like this is my normal neck right here. Now watch. Oh, there we go. That's kind of
like what I'm doing there.
There you go. You got it, man. Absolutely. And then bring it back in. When you bring it back in, remember, you're going to feel it on the back side of your neck.
Oh yeah, because I'm talking differently.
Oh yeah, it's gonna get those vocal cords and put some pressure on them, and that's okay. And then we're gonna reach out again, reaching out with that chin going out. It's like I'm trying to get my chin kind of up and out as high as I can. I'm gonna bring it back down again, like I'm a turtle. And I just saw something spooky. Me and Charlie Brown, we went down to the beach looking at squirrels earlier. And those squirrels would pop their heads out of the little squirrel holes. They'd look around, they'd move around, and then they'd hide as soon as they saw Charlie Brown getting too close. Holding our head in. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Nice. All right. Again, now I'm starting to not only feel this in my neck, but I'm starting to feel this in my trapezius. All right. I'm starting to feel it in part of those muscles that are going to help to support my head on top of my shoulders. How do we keep it in place? Well, that's through our musculoskeletal system. We have to have everything connected. We have to have everything balanced. And we want to have strengths where we need strengths, and we want to be flexible where we need to be flexible. And so the last one we're going to do for our neck really specifically is that ear lift. So let's imagine this guy is trying to tell me something and I can't hear. And so I got to lift up my ear, and I'm like, come on, man, talk a little louder. And then I'm going to bring it back down. Now let's use these skis to watch my shoulders. I'm going to try not to really move my shoulders. You can see I'm trying not to move my shoulders, keeping them right here using this little ski, and I'm lifting my ear up. My ear's getting a little fuzzy. It's getting cold. It's getting up there in the air up in there. There we go. I was switched over to the other side. And so again, I'm going to feel a stretch kind of all the way down my neck. It's nice and gentle. We don't want to stretch it too hard. We just want a nice, easy lift. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to make a little bit of space. Trying to make a little space in our neck. We're trying to keep some, sometimes our head, again, if it weighs about 8 pounds or so, that's the weight of our head. It's just sitting on our neck. And then if we're on our technology, and then our neck, it ends up where we kind of find that the compression is normal. And we don't want that compression to be normal. We want to find the balance. So that's why we're doing exercises that are having us really move our neck and focus on our neck. It's a lot of it is to balance out that technology time, which, right now we got to do it. But at the same time, we want to be thoughtful of the balance. And remember, you can do these exercises multiple times a day. You can do these exercises. You can even show these to all your friends. These are exercises anybody can do. And that's why we're sharing them so much with you. Let's go ahead and move our shoulders now. Remember, we want to make sure, there you go, team leader Nick. He's keeping us going in the chat room, talking about our shoulders. And I love shoulder movement. Remember, when I was in the Navy, I hurt my shoulder, and I had a long time where my left shoulder, it was not able to do the things that I wanted it to do. And you might have part of your body where you're thinking, well, you know what? I want it to do more for me, or I want this to feel better. And there's ways, and remember, there's steps we can take through exercise and through living healthy that we can start to kind of open up opportunities for our body. Now, this one for me, I can feel a difference still in my left side and my right side. So I'm always taking it easy with my shoulders, but I'm a surfer and I like to do activities that use my shoulders. And so I always just have to be very thoughtful. So I want you to be thoughtful too. I'm going to think about doing just one at a time now.
Oh, Nick just put down our order of.
He's got it. So we're going elbow, arms, and then knee taps. Nice, Nick. I'm going to follow your order. And so again, Nick's in training apprentice mode right now. He is taking team leadership to kind of the next level. The next level for team leadership is really running a whole class.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Fun is coming in here.
Kenny in the house. I'm going to describe him. I'm going to describe everything real well now. All right. So moving our shoulders again. Let's do a couple more on those shoulders. And we know our buddy Kenny, he's going to be joining in thinking, well, it sounds like these guys are right at about where they're exercising their shoulders, probably just got done exercising their neck. And we did that breathing motto. So that's where we're at. Kenny, so glad you could also make it in here. And we're just moving our shoulders up and down, kind of doing the I don't know. Remember, people are like, I don't know. And they shrug their shoulders. I don't know why that is what it is, but that's what people do. I don't know. And now just doing this, wow, I can feel this again. And remember, I know Nick's always on top of his muscles. He's probably typing it in right now. But again, we're not just working out just the trapezius. We're working out all of the muscles that are attached to our collarbone area, our clavicle, also to our scapula, to our shoulder blades. And in all of, not all, but a lot of our exercises, we're always seeing this from the front view. Sometimes I go sideways and sometimes I do turn all the way around. But remember, our shoulder blades and our scapula, they're just in there hanging out. They're kind of free floating with all these upper body muscles that are attached to them. And we want to make sure that we're moving them and we're stretching them and we're strengthening those areas, because that can give us a lot of bothers in the future if we're not on top of it. It's like doing good maintenance for your car or for your wheelchair. You got to stay on top of the maintenance if it gets out of hand. And that's the same thing with our body. We're doing some maintenance, and sometimes we're even getting above and beyond doing some exercises to really add up performance. So the next one we're going to be doing, like Nick said, is we're going for those elbow circles. You can do these one at a time or two at a time. I'm kind of doing an alternating. So my mind only has to really think about the one side. Now, if I wanted to focus on this, maybe I wanted to think about, I want to make a really small elbow circle. So just the smallest little elbow circle I can make right there in the trees. I got to concentrate on that. I can't just do that. I have to think about it. So I'm thinking about it and I'm making it small. Now I'm going to think about taking it and making it big. I'm going to really think about just getting one arm to go all the way up and down and around. Nice. There we go. Moving it around. And then I'm going to go back to thinking about small. So again, I'm thinking about a small circle. Now, what I want to do is this. I want to get all these little micro movements. Let's switch over to the other shoulder. I want to get all these little micro movements in there. Here we go. I got to think about it. I got to concentrate. You're going to see in my face concentration. And that's me thinking about this shoulder, thinking about trying to get good motion here in my deltoid, my trapezius. You can see them. They're moving. I got on this baby blue shirt and it's moving. It's crinkling up at the shoulder. Now I'm going to go with the great big circle. All right. And there's going to be a difference for me. Remember, I had an injury, so I'm never going to maybe be back to where it always was. And that's okay. Sometimes we can strengthen up what we have to the best of our abilities, and that's still going to allow us to do those things we want to do. So here we go, moving that elbow around. I'm going to do one more of these. You can see I got my hand here against my body. It doesn't have to be. My hand can be anywhere I want it to be. I want to just be thinking about elbow. That exercise is all about elbows. Now we're going to get to doing the elbows again with the elbow tap, but I'm going to scoot back here. Remember, I'm in a snow globe. I do not have a lot of space here to work with. This is me. I'm touching the sides of my globe right here. That's it right there. You can see it. I'm even causing disruptions. So with the arm circles, again, you might be doing this next to somebody. You might be doing it if you're on a couch, if you have somebody next to you, you might want to do the arm circles in the forward position where your arms are going to be in front of your body. So my arms are here and I'm just moving them around. Now, again, I'm just making that little tiny motion in my shoulder right here. You can see as my arm moves around, as I move my body around, just making the tiniest of motions in my shoulders. And that's actually going to take a lot of concentration. So when you're working on your circles, I always want you to not only think about doing great big mobility circles, I want you to think about very fine-tuned circles. I'm going to go just to one arm now. And there's Carla. She's saying hi in the chat room. So great to have you joining us also, Carla. So remember, this team we have on here, our holiday workout team. Now I'm going over my head with a couple circles. I'm still just doing this with one arm. But this holiday team, remember, it is an important team to be a part of because of the consistency. You're able to say that we haven't missed a workout and we just keep this going. I'm going to switch over to my other arm going over my head just to make sure I have some nice balance there. Now this arm feels nice and rested. This one feels a little tired. Remember, when we're exercising, we might have moments where we think, well, we need to take a break. And you might be right. Maybe we need to take a water break. I got 24 ounces of water here I got to work on. I'm at like 22. I got a lot of water to drink. I want you to drink a lot of water with me. When it's colder outside, a lot of times people, they won't drink as much water. And the body, maybe it's just because it's not as hot. Maybe we're drinking maybe some warm drinks in the wintertime sometimes. But we want to remember to stay hydrated. Even if it's cold outside, we want to put water into our body because, again, and even if it's cold water, you can have maybe like room temperature water. If it's real cold, you want it to help you out. but we want to be focusing on having water as the number one thing we're putting in our body. All right, now the next exercise Nick had suggested was the knee elbow tap. So with this exercise, we are going to be trying to tap our knee. Now I got my knee. Where is my knee? I'm going to move my camera down a little bit here. Let's set this up. We got good impromptu abilities. All right, there's my knee right here. All right, so that's what I'm going for. And remember, everybody, I am sitting on a stability ball. So I'm sitting on one of those great big stability balls, just like the one that we've seen Nick in the studio getting
Hey,
practice
John,
with.
did you get that one from the studio, by the way?
No, this is the one that I got my wife a couple weeks ago. She wanted one, and
Oh, that's
she-
right.
she
So
saw
you-
the one in the studio,
Yeah.
and she's like, "We need one of those at home." All right, I gotta let light get behind me, or my snow
Well,
globe
it's
starts to
perfect for
act
the at-home
funny.
workouts, that's for sure.
Perfect. I replaced my office chair with the ball, and she
Yeah.
might be a little upset with me. I think she maybe thinks I took it over. So let's go for about 20 of these knee tap, elbow tap. And again, I'm going to alternate sides. So what I want to concentrate on, if I'm doing this one in slow motion, or I'm just thinking about breaking it down, I'm going to go across my body. So my right hand's going over to my left knee. Just that move alone, we can do a couple of those where we're just reaching out and just giving a tap to our knee. So it's a downward reach. We don't have to reach up with the shoulder, not yet. And we're just reaching down. I'm going across my body and my knees right here, and I'm tapping on my knee. So I'm going for that tap. Now, what I want to do is I want to now open up my core, and I want to try to lift my arm up as high as I can to get my elbow out kind of above my knee. So I'm going to have my knee here. I'm going to try to lift it up. This is a little workout for me too. I'm going to lift it up. I'm going to go tap and then tap. So I'm going over there. So tap, tap. What I want to do for my brain is make it think lower body, upper body. Because again, got my leg down low. I got my arm up high, and I got my core in the middle that's getting kind of stretched out as we go tap, tap. All right, so now let's do 20 of those. If you're standing up, I want you to stand up with this, and I want you to try to lift that leg up, tap that knee, and then tap that elbow as fast as you can. It's going to be a quick tap, and then you can put your foot back down. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Nice. I saw everybody on that top panel was moving quick. And you know what? Remember, we talk about leadership urgency. We always talk about urgent, but leadership urgency, that's the feeling when you decide you're going to show someone else an exercise. All of a sudden you're like, I got to do this good. I have to do a good job. That just happened to me because I almost fell off my ball. And if I would have knocked the whole snow globe down. And maybe my wife's roses, because we got roses right behind the snow globe here. I don't want to knock those over. All right, knee tap, elbow tap. That was a good one. Nick, what'd you have? What was the next one? I want to do the witch's pot. Is that okay? Give me a thumbs up if that's good. That's a thumbs up? No, it's not. Oh, I got the thumbs up. All right. So witch's pot. Remember, I'm going to take 2 hands. I'm going to try to put my hands together, or maybe I'm grabbing my hand or my wrist, and we want to just stir the pot. Okay. Now we call it the witch's pot because for the imagination, it's a really good thing to kind of put in your mind. If you got a big old cauldron here, maybe with a big old witch's brew, and we're stirring it up, and we got to just kind of keep everything from sticking at the bottom, moving that big old wooden spoon around in there. And the cauldron is what they call it. And we're moving it around. And a cauldron is I think cauldron is just a word for great big cast iron pot. It's probably all it is. And so we're just stirring that up like we're cooking up a big chili, maybe for a chili cook-off. Maybe we should call it a chili stir. Let's keep stirring it up. So remember, with the stir, we're moving our arms out and in. And now if you want to start applying a little bit of pressure, now I'm going to give you a little bit of a secret. Here, let me see if I can find a way to demonstrate this. I can maybe demonstrate it with some of this. No, that's not going to work. I don't want to do it with the banana because all right. So let's think about this. All right. I'm doing the exercise. I got the banana. All right. Now, if I was trying to do the witch's pot like here, and imagine if I smashed my hands together, I would smash banana everywhere. That's the kind of pressure I want you to push on your hands, and you're going to start to feel muscles all throughout your whole body here, a whole circle, and you're just doing just a little bit of pressure, and you're just going to push, and you're going to feel some of those muscles engaging, and they're going to give you some strength. And then maybe I stir it back around the other way. So this is moving slowly. It's tough to move fast when you're applying that force. But imagine if I did that holding that banana. I want to do it now. I can't do it. It's my last banana, and we need that banana for our workout later. If I had another banana, I would smash that banana right here because it'd be fun to do, and it would get the point across. Nick, what did you have next up for us? Let me check that chat room. Nick's blowing up that chat room, giving me the order of operations. Also, Carla's reminding us that we do have on Friday night evening our fitness social where we're going for teapot. I like it. I like it. Bear hugs. I like it. What's the rotten reach? Oh, rotation reach. Yes, yes. Nick, you got this, man. All right. So next up, shoot, I lost the order again. Let me bring it back up. All right. Teapot. Teapot's a great one. Teapot, then the rotation reach, then the bear hug. So with the teapot, two options. One of them, reach up there trying to get that man on the ski lift. And I'm going to do a little bit of a lean over here. I'm stretching out my obliques over here. And on one side, I'm compacting them. Now, if I wanted to, I could take my hand over here to the side and I could do a tip over. And that's also going to get me to stretch out my obliques, but now on the other side of my body. So remember, you could do them both. You could go down, up, just like that. So I'm going up and over. I'm bringing my arm down, and now I'm tipping over. Now, if you're standing up with this, just have your feet a little bit like shoulder width, maybe a little bit even wider, a little bit wider than shoulder width. And that's going to help you so that when you lean over, you have a nice base. You want a good foundation. Look, just like these skis here. If those skis are too close together, they would fall over. But with them having their base being far apart, they're able to stand up. So you want to have your feet far apart, and then you're going to reach over. You're going to stretch those obliques. You're going to hold your balance, and then you're going to tip the teapot over this way. So again, I'm reaching over, and then I'm bringing it in. We're going to do about 4 more of these on this side to kind of even things out. Doing a stretch, reaching up over there into the gears of that ski lift. Pretty cool. Remember, we've seen videos of our buddy Austin going up to that adaptive ski program. We got to check in with him with All Wheels Access. We got to see if he's going to be doing any more snow adventures. Maybe we can do one and we can bring that GoPro and we can get the video of that. All right. The rotation reach is going to be where we're going to do a twist and a reach. So the big thing again here is if I'm thinking about my center line, right down the middle of my body, we all got a midline. I want to think about maybe taking my right hand going across to the left side. Left hand's going to go across to the right side. And I'm just going to have a nice subtle twist in my body. So I can twist just a little bit. You can see I kind of turn my shoulder to the camera a little bit, and I can bring my head around with it. So I'm actually going to turn my head, and I'm just looking over here, seeing what's going on inside the globe. Looking over here, knock on the door, see if anybody's home. Nobody's home. Nobody can help me get out of this snow globe. And the snow lift is broke down up top. These guys haven't moved the whole time we've been on here. They're not getting any closer to the top of the mountain. So I don't know what's going on.
John, check your chat because you have a couple of messages.
Oh, let me check it out. All right, keep twisting, everybody. I'm checking in the chat. I can't do the double. Oh, yes. So this Friday, sorry, Nick's asking what. So we're going to talk about New Year's Eve is what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about goals. We're going to be talking about goal setting. We're going to talk about some of the things, the goals we set last year. And then we're going to try to come up with maybe some plans, even maybe set some official dates. Something about when you have a goal is you also want to set, you can call it a deadline. I don't like that word, but you want to set a completion date. You want to set a completion goal, and you're going to come up with that maybe sometimes in your head. maybe sometimes you're going to be able to look at what other people have done and you can think, well, that guy, like my buddy Liam, it took him, maybe 6 times going surfing before he was like, oh, I can totally do this all by myself. Now, you want to be thinking about your goals in a realistic way. That way you don't get too discouraged. But I would say we're going to talk about goals. We're going to talk about New Year's. We're going to see what's going on with the ball drop. We're probably going to be a little early for that, but it's going to be fun. All right. Next up, let's have another water break. I like it. Keeping the water going. We're doing great. We're cruising. I'm still in the snow globe. We're going to do a couple more exercises as part of our warm up, and then we're going to have some fun. We're going to do, again, a tissue challenge in the snow globe. We're also going to do some exercise fruit challenge. It's going to be a memory challenge too. We're going to test our minds. And we are also going to do, what else did I write down here? Oh, we might work out with the rules of wrapping paper. Because again, we got that, Nick's got that stick. I think we definitely need to do that. So next one up, let's go ahead and think about moving our wrists. All right. So again, we can do this with our ankles also. And we're going to be thinking about, again, our 3 planes of motion. Now, this is important for really all around our body, but especially in our wrists, because there's so much technology with the little tiny cell phones and the tablets and the video game controllers. And even if you operate a joystick, all right, you might feel like, well, I really do need to work on opening my hands up. Maybe I'm used to having fine motor control. I want to work on opening my hands up in case I did have to hold on to something that was large. It needed a good grip. I needed to open up the surface area of my hand, and I might be able to hold on to something. Imagine if you're doing wall ball with a stability ball, you're trying to roll that ball up the wall, roll the ball up the wall. You got to work on, again, having that hand be able to open up, hold that ball, maybe again, side to side. Remember the cut it out, the universal stop off, get off the stage sign. And so again, I'm going side to side with my wrist. I'm going to try to keep my arms steady. And just like this right here, it looks like it's kind of rocking back and forth. That's actually kind of the side to side action for my wrist. And then again, remember, we can do circles. We can move it all the way around through all the different planes of motion, through up and down and side to side, and also with a little bit of rotation. And so again, it's just really great that we move our wrists around in this way, work on our hands, work on our fingers. Remember, we were doing that exercise, doing the book lift, where we had the book on top of our hand and we were lifting up by 2, 3, 4 fingers, trying to hold that book up and working on our flexors, working on the extensors in our forearm. We want to make sure that we have a really good connection here all the way up through that deltoid. Remember our connection, and we get everybody here dialed in, and that's going to allow our upper body to be super strong. And with our lower body, it'll start with our feet. So again, if you haven't yet, make sure, do a couple with your ankles up and down, wiggle your toes. You can do this with both feet. Again, side to side. I'm doing a little bit of side to side down underneath the desk. And then again, I'm going to do some rotation, finishing off with rotation. Now, the next one we're going to be working out our eyes. So again, I got to get a look around this snow globe. I got to figure out how am I going to get out of here. And so now I'm going to start looking up at the cinders.
Your order of warm up.
What did I miss? Oh, he's got more order. Oh, he put more in there. What did I miss?
Eyes.
Oh, he's right. No, you're right. Hey, I'm keeping with it. Nick's calling the shots. All right, so we're gonna do Carrie's. We're doing Carrie's bear hugs. Thumbs up, or just bear hugs? Carrie bear hug. All right, so Carrie's bear hugs are gonna have us do a stretch, as if we're reaching back with our elbows, stretching our pecs. We're trying to squeeze those shoulder blades together, and then we're gonna come across our body. We're gonna try to bring both arms across, and we got to do the bear hug, and the bear hug's gonna have a squeeze. So I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna bring it around. I'm going to do a little bit of a squeeze. And what's nice about this is I have my whole body. I got the weight of my arms, everything. It's all here close to my center line. My body's going to be happy like that. I could hold my arms here a lot longer than I could hold my arms out here. Okay. And we want to think about that when we're maybe carrying something, if we're moving something, or if we're giving somebody a great big bear hug. We don't want to give them a bear hug far away. We want to bring them in close, give them a bear hug, give them a squeeze, let them know you've been working out. Let's do about 4 more of these, bringing our shoulder blades back. This is a good one to turn around on. Give it a bear hug. I'm gonna turn around on this one. Here we go. So again, remember my shoulder blades right up here. I got one over here. I got one over here. And so when I bring them back, they're gonna come together. All those muscles in the middle, my rhomboids are all gonna squeeze together. And now here we go. I'm gonna stretch my rhomboids. I'm gonna try to reach my hands. If I can only make it here, that's okay. But I wanna try to reach about as far as I can here comfortably. And then I'm gonna do maybe like a side to side twist. So I'm gonna go back, around, side to side twist, back, around, side to side twist, and bring it back again, going around, doing a side to side twist. And again, I'm wanting to work on moving those shoulder blades around. Also, I want to be working on my ability to, again, cross my midline. So I might be thinking, you know, I do a lot of things to where if I was going to go to my left side, I might just turn to the left. I might move my whole body, or again, I might do a rotation. So we want to be prepared for all of those movements. And we want to make sure that if we do have to rotate, that we're able to do so safely. If we are turning, if we are lifting, if we are moving something or removing ourselves, sometimes we're just moving ourselves around. We don't want to have an injury happen to us when we're just moving ourselves around. And so that's what we're doing fitness, and that's what we're training is who knows what we're doing. We want to do it safely. We want to make sure our body is ready for it. What'd you have for us, Nick? We did eyes. We're going to eyes. That's following the order. So again, let's get back to looking around the snow globe here. I got to look up here, see if this guy knows anything. He's been up here in the chair for a long, about 30 minutes now. Now I'm going to look over here, see if I can figure out, maybe there's something going on with the gears on that thing. Nope. And then let's bring my eyes down. I'm looking down. My nose is pointing right at the camera. There we go. But my eyes, I'm looking down at these tissues. And now I'm going to go over here to the left. Move my eyes over this way. I'm looking right at a light bulb. All right. I got bright light bulbs right in my face. It's a lot closer than I'm used to. Remember, at the studio, I got a little bit of space to get kind of used to that. All right. I'm going to reverse direction. I'm going to go one time going all the way back around the other way. So I'm going to go up. And then I'm going to go left. And then I'm going to go down. And then to the right. And then I'm going to go back up for good measure and up. Nice. All right. We now are going to do a breath hold. So how much breath holding should we
Can
do?
we use your new watch, by the way, for us?
Oh, let's do that. Nice call. I haven't even used the timer at all yet, Ben. Great job, man. Good call. This is a sweet watch.
Let's check out your new watch you got.
It even tells me when the sunrise and the sunset is. So sunset's going to be at 1650. That's 4:50. So here's the timer. And then
Nick says 35 seconds.
here's the chrono. Nick wants to go for 35 seconds. Woo, that's a lot of breath holding. You know what? It's a Monday. We got a great dedicated group on here. Remember, if you have to take a breath, you can take a breath. Let's go for 35 seconds. So we're going to breathe in twice. And then on the third breath, we're going to hold that breath in. If you want to have a sip of water before we start, go ahead and do that. And we're all set up here. Let me make sure I remember it's my new watch. So I got to make sure I got the start and stop down. There we go. Chrono, start, stop.
This is a good time to check it out today, too.
I'm learning right now. Oh, that didn't reset it. Let me figure out chrono. Oh, that didn't work. That brought me on my tides, a tide watch. Oh, there we go. I just guessed it. Maybe I'll hold that button down. All right, here we go. We're at a bunch of zeros. Here we go. Nothing but zeros. Nick said 35 seconds. We're going to hold our breath for 35 seconds. Here we go. Breathing in and out. Here we go. Breathe out, breathe in, whichever one you want to do. And here it goes. Breathing in and hold. Wow. 35 seconds. Oh my gosh, Nick. Great call. That's a challenge. That's a real challenge, everybody. And remember, it's one of those challenges that you might think with 35 seconds, that might be too much of a challenge, or maybe you could have gone for even longer. That's an easy exercise that you can do. It's going to help you with your body and its ability to work with oxygen, which is like one of the most important things for your body. It's almost as important as, it's as important as working with water, because you got to have that oxygen to run your body. It runs on oxygen. And remember, a lot of our exercises, we get our energy from oxygen. So as we're breathing in, we're burning up that oxygen, and it is going to give us energy to move our bodies and do our exercises. And remember, that's aerobic exercise. That's aerobics. You've heard of aerobics.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm close. I'm close to my goal. Remember, I set a goal for myself, 24 ounces. I'm down to about 14 ounces. I still got to drink a lot more water, but I am up for the challenge. So we got all those exercises in. Now the next one I want to go for, again, maybe we should use the timer. We're going to use this timer. I'm going to go for, I want to say 60 seconds. So I'm just going to say 60 seconds. So that's how, if you guys want to know how it's like in the gym with me, whatever my brain tells me I think I should do, I try to do it. And that way I can use and not overthink, well, what do I really want to do? I maybe want to take it easy on myself. If I tell myself to go and do 10 pull-ups, I'll make myself do those 10 pull-ups, because I know my brain won't tell me to do something that it doesn't believe that the body can do. And that's going to be the case for a lot of us out there. If your brain thinks it can do something, chances are you're going to find a way to make that happen. And that's what exercise is so much about. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to go for 60 seconds. I'm going to try to catch 100 tissue catches. So I'm using little squares, just little tissue paper from the bathroom.
And those of us who don't have them, just use our imagination.
Absolutely. Use your imagination. Try to be throwing. What I want you to maybe try to do is imagine you're like, I don't want to say picking fireflies out of the sky, because snowflakes, because we're in a snow globe. So imagine you're reaching up and just alternate, going right to left hand, picking
Like this,
snowflakes out of the sky. There you go. You got it, Ben. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. And all right, we started. So I'm going 1. Oh, well, this is tough. I don't know if I'm going to get
You haven't done this for a while, John. Come on now.
Oh man, it's tough. And I'm running out of space. Oh my gosh, look at that. I'm at 5, 6, 7. Here we go. I'm working on technique.
Since you've done this.
9. Oh, look, all the way to the ground. 10.
John, it's been a year since you've done this.
11. It has been. 12. Here we go. 13. I got my technique now. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Oh, 23. Come on, 23. Oh, 23.
Don't knock down the green screen.
I know, right? 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Oh, 29's being tough. And 30, 31. I'm not going to make it. 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. I got 5
Maybe
seconds.
You should have used your imagination instead.
40, 41, 42. And that's 1 minute. There we go. I stopped it. It's at 102. I only got 42.
Yeah, maybe you should have used your imagination instead.
I should have used my, and that would have still been pretty fast. Imagine you might have used your imagination and got to 100. That might have been, again, it's 100 quick reaction reaches. And that's what we're going for with this tissue. It doesn't just stay put, and it kind of moves around. It'll catch the air and fly around. And so again, we're able to create that sense of urgency that I love with exercise. And again, if the tissue falls on the ground, there's no big deal. No big deal at all. But again, that was something that's really cool. I want to show you another good sense of urgency exercise. And this one's going to be sweet. We're going to go for a water break. I like it. Helping me out, trying to reach my goal. I didn't reach that goal. Nick's trying to help me reach this goal.
Did you see Carla's background?
Oh my gosh, look at that background, Carla, with the New Year's Eve with the fireworks going off.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like it. I like that.
I like it. She's
It's getting me
ready
fired
for
up.
it.
in advance. I love it.
It is getting me fired up. Let me show you this next game, everybody. And this one, I'm going to be using a marker. So I just got like a regular old black marker. And the reason I went with this one is because it doesn't quite have a perfectly flat bottom. And you might have done a game like this before, but here, I'm going to be using my desk right here. So where's the desk? There it is right here. So, all right. So my goal in this game is going to be to balance this pin. All right. To get it to balance. Then I'm going to try to do a clap and then grab it right back. So I'm going to get this balanced in right here. I got it balanced. I'm going to try to let go. Oh, I didn't get that. So again, I'm working on my quick react just like that. That was my goal. I achieved it. Now I'm going to try for a 2 clap. Now you might be able to try this at home. You might, maybe even not right now, but maybe at another time. You might think, hey, I'm going to get a pin. You know, I got another one here that's got a little bit better of a bottom, a little flatter. So I can actually get that one to stay up still. But again, I got to work on my fine motor skills, trying to get it to stay up and then give it a clap and give it a catch. So I'm trying to, now I'm going to try to go for that double clap. Oh, I didn't get, I knocked it over. See, I wasn't paying attention. I got to keep, fell off the desk and I caught it as it was falling. Oh, fell off the desk again. Now I really want to try to have that not happen. Oh, it fell off the desk again. Now I'm going to try even harder. Oh, and I keep missing. Oh, and then I got it. So I'm going to try for 3. Let's see if I can get 3. This one is, you think it's easy, but then it's tough. And remember, this is an activity that you could do. Oh, look at that. I can just clap away. Remember, this one was the one that had the flat bottom. This one wouldn't be able to do that. And that's why if you're doing this, or maybe you have like a family member around and you want to give them a fun challenge, see if they can get it. See if you can get it too, where you're going to try to balance the pin and see how many claps you can get. And then, oh, I almost got those 2. I wanted it so bad. And this is what I want my brain. Oh, I could have gotten 3 right there. This is what I want my body to have to deal with is I'm learning, I'm getting frustrated, but I'm not giving up and I'm trying to focus. And I get it and I can do it. And that's what you can do too. Remember, something as simple as that makes me feel good. I feel good that I'm done with it. I feel good that I didn't quit. I feel good that I thought 3 was going to be tough and then I got it. And so again, this is something to where I want you to think about, and just like the tissue challenge, I want you to think about exercises that, you know, you're not going to go in the gym and see big old tough guy with a pin on the, but maybe he should, because I bet that big tough guy, he is going to be faced with challenges that are going to require quickness. They're going to require mental hand-eye coordination, and they're also going to require him to be able to get frustrated and not give up and to keep trying. And sometimes those big tough guys in the gym, they have a hard time with that. But I know everybody here on this team, I know everybody here has a way of we can deal with those frustrations, keep ourselves moving forward, and find out that, hey, we might not be too far away from achieving our goals. Next thing you know, you got it. So what I want to do now, let's bring up, I looked over for the clock like I'm in the studio. Do you see that, Ben? That was a clock check. I looked right to where the clock in the studio would be. It is not there. But let's bring up team leader Nick and me. Let's do a split screen.
Okay.
And I'm going to use, I think this is going to be good because Nick got an exercise stick for the holidays. And what I have here is a roll.
And we can show Byron this on Wednesday when he's back up with us.
Oh, absolutely. David Spicer also has his exercise stick. Nice.
Want me to bring him up too?
Let's keep me and Nick up
Okay.
right now. Yeah, David, he'll bring those martial arts. He'll knock down my snow globe. I love David, man. He's great. So with the exercise stick, Nick's starting us off with a baton spin. Nick, how about you do an exercise, then I do an exercise. See if you can move your camera up a little more. We're looking at your core. See if you can adjust your camera so it's up a little bit higher up. Are you able to do that? Go ahead and take your time and do that. I'm going to keep this baton spin going. I'm going to talk about the baton spin. You go ahead and adjust the camera. I'm going to do the baton spin. Bring that camera up. So remember with the baton spin,
He
We're
just
working
froze.
on-
He froze on my
He
end.
froze.
So
That's
yeah.
okay. He might be fixing it while he's frozen. So with the baton spin, what's great about this exercise is if I'm holding this stick like this, I can't spin it around like that. I'm going to have to let go at some point and kind of move my hand. And so with the baton spin, you're going to get that type of motion. There you go, Nick. Nice, nice, perfect. You're going to get that type of motion, whether it's with the fingertips or with the whole hand. Now you can see I'm grabbing with my entire hand and I'm moving it around. I'm doing multiple grabs. Now you might also do this with the fingertips. I like it, especially if you're using a roll of wrapping paper. This is great with the fingertips. If I drop it or if it bumps into me, it's just wrapping paper and it already got some wrinkles in it. So I'm probably not going to use it. Nice. So again, that's that baton spin. Now, Nick, this is the next one. I want you to do this one. Let's go up over our head and then down behind our neck. Let's do some of those together. Let's do about 10 of those. And if you're at home, if you don't have wrapping paper or a stick, you can do this with your imagination. Remember, go up and make the letter Y, bring it down and make a W in front of your body, and then go Y, and then W with your arms a little bit behind your body. So there we go for the W and the Y, and then down and then up. There we go. Bringing it up and down. Nice. Going up over
And
our
they're
head.
doing it, they strut.
Now Nick's going for the squats. All right. So Nick's doing a squat where he's got the stick helping with some support and with some balance. Now, if we were sitting down, and if we had a stick, what I would want to go for is holding it in this underhand position. So the back of my hand's going to be facing everybody there. And what I'm going to do is reach up. I'm going to stretch my core, and then I'm going to go down into the position that Nick's in. And I'm going to do this by squeezing my core. And then Nick, go ahead and stand up.
Even without like this, John.
Absolutely. Yes. And then
And
bringing
then
it
back
down.
down.
Nice. And you can see, this is why I like the wrapping paper. Look, I got a bend in it, but it's okay. I can work out with that. And this might actually be a more comfortable position. And so with wrapping paper, look, I could put a bend here. I could bend it right here. Maybe I want this position to be like my handlebar. Maybe this is my more comfortable position for an exercise. And so again, when I'm working out with something like the wrapping paper, even with this behind my head movement, I can bring this up, bring it behind my head. Again, it might be better if I have my arms far apart. Well, I just pull my wrapping paper roll
And
apart.
they're doing it, that typewriter.
Doing the typewriter. Nice. So the typewriter, remember, if you don't have anything, that's okay.
Just twist.
Well, and you can do like so put both hands up like you're doing a stop or like you're going to do a press, and then slide them over to the side. So this arm goes across the body, that arm goes to the side, and then we're going to slide back,
Like
slide
that.
over.
Like what I'm doing here. Okay.
Got it. Nice. There you go. So it's like a typewriter going across the page back and forth. Nice, Nick. Nick's going for lumberjack move. You doing lumberjack, Nick?
Huh?
You doing the lumberjack?
Yeah.
I think he
Do
is.
it.
I'm gonna
Do
copy
it.
that.
Take a knee. Do it. Take one knee. Take a knee. You know what that means? So put one knee on the ground and just kind of kneel down. There you go. Oh, now he's doing the lunge. So he's doing the lunger jack. That's the lunger jack right there. Nice. Now stand up and switch shoulders. Oh, he's doing the get up. Nice. And then switch his shoulder. Now switch legs too. Switch legs. There you go. Nice job, Nick. The lunger jack. We got to share this one with Byron. If you're sitting down, you're going to just hold the stick on your shoulder and then get low like you're trying to touch the ground. It's like the lumberjack's got to get underneath a tree that fell down. Nice job, Nick. Let's do 2 more lunger jacks. Let's go to the other side again. So look at that. With the lunger jack with this, again, I'm just moving this from one side to the other, hold it on my shoulder, reach for the ground. Nice job. Get under that tree, standing back up. And then Nick, one more. We just created a new exercise, Nick. Great job. There you go, Nick. You just made the lunger jack real, and he's going to freeze and hold it for us so that we can see all that lunger jack movement. I love it. Great job, Nick. You keep freezing up, man. But
I
I'll
think
tell you
I'm gonna
what,
go ahead and remove the spotlight.
it's a super cool spot to freeze up. Good job, Nick. He's going for a back stretch. Ben, go ahead and bring me up on this, and then we'll do. So again, with the back stretch, we're going to finish off. Go ahead and do it, Nick. I'm still watching you. Again, you could put this behind your back. Now, that would be kind of neat with this too, because see, again, with this, I can now bend it around my body. So, okay, I couldn't do that with a stick. I could do this with a towel. And then this is going to give me something to kind of hold on to. And I can maybe do a forward rocking position. I might even be able to do like a side rocking position where I'm holding on to the tissue paper. Now, again, if I wanted to work out with it, do something else, do some presses, do some baton spins, it's still good for that. But it gives me some options with this. Even with doing that neck exercise with my neck, look at this. I can put the tissue paper behind my neck, bring my head up, just kind of hold it there. And that's going to keep me from maybe getting into a range of motion that doesn't feel great. And then look, just put it right back together. Got my tissue paper. So if you got some old busted up tissue paper, it's got some wrinkles in it, and you're thinking, I don't know if I'm going to use that to actually wrap up a present. Well, then go ahead and you can recycle it as exercise equipment. If you wanted it to last even longer, you could wrap this whole thing up in some tape and some strong tape, and that would make it last even longer. And I might do that with this one here, take it to the studio, and we might see how many things we can do with a roll of tissue paper, because I'm already coming up with some great ideas. Now, let's see.
We're gonna have time for your fruit exercise.
We're not gonna have time for the. Oh, let's try one. Let's see how it would work, and then we can try it again maybe in the future. Okay, so here's my fruit. I almost brought up the vegetables. So this is what I'm gonna do, everybody. This was a super fun workout. Again, remember, we're keeping consistent. Most of the staff, most everybody also got to enjoy a day off, and maybe you did too, but you also made your workout a priority. And I'll tell you what, I was out on the coast earlier today with Charlie Brown, and there was a lot of people out there, and they were out and they were walking and jogging, riding bikes. I saw a whole group of guys who were all on hand cycles. Okay. It was like 5 guys on the hand cycles. And then there was about 10 other guys, and they were all riding as a pack. And so again, a lot of people chose today to, instead of taking it easy after the holiday, that maybe they're like, I'm going to go out and I'm going to get some exercise in. And that's what you've done. I've almost got myself out of this snow globe. I think it is awesome. And we got to do our breathing motto. We also have to drink some water. I did not reach my goal. I have to reach this goal. I know I can do it. I'm going to finish off my water. And then while I'm doing that, Ben, do we have anybody for the breathing motto, or is it going to be me?
I want it to be me.
You got it, Bobby.
All right,
Hands
Bobby.
up. You got it.
Ooh, we have Nick and then Carla raising their hand. Hold on a second. Let me.
Let's have Bobby do the breathing motto first, and then Carla. I saw about hula hooping on Wednesday. I think it's a great idea. We're going to be in the studio. I'm going to have the hoops. I want to do it. And Nick, hang on just a moment. Let's have Bobby do that motto. Remember, Nick got to kick us off with that breathing motto in the beginning. And Bobby, I'm going to be quiet now and let you bring it on home.
I hope everybody had a great Christmas, and good job on the workout today, everybody. Thank you for coming. I know it's our day off still for today, but we're keeping consistency, and I think that's great. I will see you guys on Wednesday at 11 on the Monday link, and I will see you on New Year's Eve in the fitness social, but also the fitness workout.
Nice, Bobby.
On that note, St. Matt's will also still be doing class, and so on Friday. So, and they'll also still be doing garden chat on Wednesday, Ben, if you want to go. With that being said, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in the good. Breathe out the bad. Breathe in the happy. Breathe out the sad. Breathe in your best. And breathe out the worst. And breathe in your power so you can reach your goals first on your daily lives.
Yes. Nice job, Bobby.
Hi,
Bye,
Coach Joe. Sorry I
guys.
ran late. Sorry